Hello guys, and welcome to Cheese Review 2, where this time I'm reviewing Gouda cheese, and also I have with me some St. Augers, which I had mentioned last time, and my opinion still stays strong that St. Augers is definitely better than Danico, but that does not mean Danico is not a good blue cheese. It's just not as good as St. Augers in what I prefer, which is a nice kind of creamy, soft blue cheese. Very salty and nice and savory. So, I feel as though before I start, I'm not going to do the St. Augers first. I'm going to do that last. I want to be able to taste the Gouda cheese without any, what's the word I'm looking for? Imperfection? No, not imperfections. I don't want to ruin the taste. I don't want to set my taste buds on something and then, then try out the new cheese, right? So here we have a nice solid wedge. I mean, a real thick wedge there. And what I'm gonna do is take off of the tip here. And I don't believe you can eat the wax, so I'm not even gonna try to do that. Let's just take a nice little triangle right now. Get that. Quite nice bit. Nice solid chunk there. And let's eat it first alone and then with crackers and see what it's like. Oh, now that's pleasant. I dare say this is a nice cheese. So, it's nice and it has a nice salty taste, but it also has that, so if you add cheddar, it's like that, but it has a slightly more unique taste to it towards that after bit. It's, I don't think pungent's the right word here, but it definitely has its own identity, which is really nice, and it's a nice smooth. It's not very harsh, right? Some cheddars I've had have a kind of harsh taste, especially like sharp cheddar, where it like attacks you with flavor. But this is like it like treats you to it. It's like, imagine that you're a nice French lady being brought to dinner by some random guy, and he's like, "Bonjour, here's some cheese." It's very, very nice. He's very polite about it. He doesn't shove the cheese in your face. He just kind of caresses you with the Gouda. Real just good. It's looping, but there's an advertisement. We're going to pretend like there's no advertisement there. Also, for those of you who know this song, that's really cool. For those of you who know why I'm playing the song, that's even cooler. But yeah, I can appreciate this. Actually, like, wow. Let's get some more of that. But question is, how does it go on crackers? So let's put a little bit on there. Let's get a little bit more on there too. Really emphasize the cheese part of the cheese and crackers, You can't just have crackers and you can't just have cheese. You gotta have the holy mix, the holy duo. I'd say it complements it nicely. Alright. Let me swallow there. So, here's my mouth. Also, it appears to me as though it's not just any regular cheese. It appears to me it has bubbles in it. Am I right? Or perhaps not. I see some indentations. So maybe. But where I'm at is this is a really good cheese. I like it. So, to go into more description, its texture is a soft. It's not creamy, but it's not by any means like crumbly. It's not rubbery. It's a soft cheese. It's like smooth in your mouth, right? It's not towards that creamy side where it melts in your mouth per se. You have to chew it, but it's close. So it's really nice. It's nice and moist. So that's really nice. The texture, again, well, not texture, but the flavor. Honestly, the flavor complements the texture as well, too. If it were like a crumbly cheese and had this flavor, I wouldn't be very impressed. Or if it was really creamy and had this flavor, I also wouldn't. Like, the texture and the taste match each other wonderfully. It's not too salty like a blue cheese, per se. And although it shares some similarities with what I've had before, like cheddar, it has its own identity with that aftertaste, which is... how do you describe something like this is the real question. right? And if I'm wrong in the if I'm wrong about like not being able to eat the wax, let me know. You know, it's maybe that. Maybe that is edible. Maybe it's not like adding anything to the flavor, but who knows? Maybe that would have to like cut around it like that. Yeah, so the taste is definitely like it's like a soft cheddar with a nice, again, I guess the word to use is like savory after. It's like almost sweet, kind of. It's really, really vague, not vague, it's not very apparent. It's very subtle, but it almost has like a sweet kind of aftertaste to it, which is the closest I can describe to it. It might not be sweet, but that's like, trying to describe this is difficult, so I'm gonna go with sweet. And now I'm happy I have a whole wedge of this stuff, because I can eat that. And now, bit of a double whammy here is the St. Auger blue cheese. Because I was ranting about this last time advocating for it strongly, insisting that this is the best blue cheese I've had, in that it aligns with my preferences perfectly. If I could choose between this and Gorgonzola, I would probably choose the St. Augers because I just love that that really melty creaminess to it. And Gorgonzola is good. It's actually the first blue cheese I've ever had, Gorgonzola. And yesterday, yeah, it was yesterday. Yesterday I ate a whole thing of this stuff, a whole wedge. And the wedge isn't that big, but it's still a lot of cheese. And I don't regret a single bit of it. So let me get this and show you guys. So if you look closely, you can see it sweating. Ooh, can you? Can you? Like, it looks soft, right? The edges aren't hard because, again, it's really creamy. If I were to get that, you can, like, kind of see it's wet a little bit there. It's sweating because it's just that moist. And if you could smell it... Oh, dropped a piece on my lap. If you smell it, it smells not too pungent. But you can definitely smell its presence, right? It's not bad, but you mainly smell the salt off of it, like the salt and kind of like the mold. All right. So the Donico was slightly creamy and it had a nice taste. St. Auger dials it up to 11. It's like melts. It's a cool taste too. Although it's pretty salty, you know, like as it gets saltier, sometimes it gets spicier, kinda, just a little bit. Well, this one here, it doesn't. It tastes very cool in the mouth. It melts, which is really nice. It's salty, like it's salty enough to really enjoy, because as I'm sure anyone who cooks or just, you know, watches people who cook or anything like that, right? Any experience with food may know that salt and sugar are like the two primary things in food, right? If you want something to taste good, it's salt, sugar, or sometimes, I guess, fat too, right? And those are what you want, because the human body just craves salt, sugar, and fat, right? And St. Auger's does it wonderfully. Now, if I were to have this same cheese without the mold, I don't know what I'd taste. I can't say I know what the mold adds to it, but what it does, like, I do know that this is a good cheese, right? Despite the mold. Maybe the mold makes it worse. I don't know. But I'm quite confident in saying that this is really good cheese. So I think that just about wraps it up here. We have some Gouda, which is, let's not get blue cheese on the Gouda, right? Let's not do that, right? So we have the Gouda here, which again is absolutely amazing. I am extremely happy that I got this, because it's basically cheddar but better. Yeah. I am in love. I'm in love with Gouda. This is really good. And there's so much of it. Look at that. It's huge. Here's my hand. Here's the Gouda. Like, what? So, that's about it. I got my fingerprint on some of that Gouda there, so I guess I'm going to have to eat that entire chunk now. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm almost at 10 minutes, so I'm going to stop before then and see you guys in the next video. And with that, bye-bye.